to do so for a very long time, many, many years. The Indus Waters Treaty is a treaty that was signed between India and Pakistan in 1960. It was brokered by the World Bank. What it effectively does is partition the rivers, there are several, 5, of the Indus Valley between India and Pakistan. So to kind of give you a sense, this is one of the most important water resources in the world for many reasons. Just to give you a little description, about 600 million people directly rely on these rivers for their survival. They provide 85 to 90% of Pakistan's fresh water, the entire country of Pakistan. And this was a known issue. Competition over the Indus waters was a recognized issue even before partition. People knew that this was one of the key issues of the broader, if you will, Kashmir issue that has been debated on the international stage since that time. The reality today is one of extreme water scarcity in this entire region, India and Pakistan generally. And the increase in unsustainable demands on that water, coupled with the actual water resource itself dwindling, perhaps dying. So at a baseline, just this element, if you just look at water, it is an existential and explosive situation. What I would also have you understand is that the Indus Waters Treaty itself is actually illegal and invalid according to international law. And I would refer you to a report if you're interested in the details of this that the Kashmiri Law and Justice Project put out called Blood Flows with the Water. For our purposes, part of the reason why that's true is because this treaty effectively, as I just described it, is a colonial allocation of other people's resources, Kashmiri's resources. So what the Indus Waters Treaty does and has done, it has facilitated and promoted the denial of Kashmiri's rights, including their right to self-determination, the right to work, the right to adequate standard of living, right to housing, right to a clean and healthy environment, access to their own land and resources, et cetera, et cetera. And for you to understand why, it's important to understand where the treaty came from. And I would refer you again to a Kashmiri Law and Justice Project report that touches on this called IWASH. You can find it on the website. But this treaty is actually the brainchild of the United States State Department. The US and the UK, when Kashmir was actively debated at first, the United Nations in 1948, 49, 50 were the leaders at the Security Council on the debate. And I would point you to a specific memo where this idea is first articulated. It's from September 24th, 1951. It's a declassified State Department memo that's available. You can find it through that report I referenced as well. The idea is, according to the State Department representative, an economic solution to facilitate India and Pakistan's development, those states' development, of the economic assets of Kashmir in order to avoid armed conflict between them. And you've seen how well we've avoided armed conflict between India and Pakistan. So the US and UK were actually promoting their own foreign policy goals. It's understandable, every state does it. But the manner in which they did it was to partition the waters of the Indus Basin between India and Pakistan, again, to promote their economic development and to attempt to diffuse a political situation that has never been diffused by categorically and specifically erasing Kashmir and Kashmiris and promoting the violation of Kashmiri's rights. So I'll stop with that and turn it back to Dolores.
Thank you.